Carol Vaughter Eldridge, born May 9, 1942 in Oblong, Illinois, gracefully transitioned from this world on September 30th, 2025 at the residence of her son, John Eldridge, that's me, in Edgewood, Kentucky, after a long battle with cancer. Mom's life was a tapestry of adventures marked by her unwavering spirit and diverse career, which spanned multiple states and roles. And where we're at right now is a place of significance, because in this very spot on September 30th is where Julie, myself, and Remy were present when Mom passed from here and crossed over to heaven to meet Jesus, and most certainly was enthusiastically greeted by her mom, Norma Jean, who she missed so much. I was here holding Mom's hand, Julie was petting her hair, and Remy was sitting at her feet. And it was beautiful to be able to be present. So Mom was in a familiar place with people who loved her, so that she was not alone in that most important moment. What I want to share right now are the words of my father about his beautiful wife of 61 years. Throughout Mom's illustrious career, Mom made significant contributions across various sectors. She served as a secretary for the Department of the Navy, NASA Division in Washington, D.C., and held positions as an engineer and loader of explosives in Indiana and California. Her experience also included work in the cosmetology department at the Oklahoma Capitol, as well as pivotal roles with MasterCard in Los Angeles, where she proudly became the owner of the very first MasterCard issued. In addition to her impressive career, Carol worked as a secretary at the U.S. Army at Fort Stewart, Georgia, and contributed her skills at the CID military police in Germany. Her journey took her through various roles, including volunteering with foreign missions in Italy, sewing outfits for the Wagon Wheeler Square Dance team in Texas, and finally settling in Williamstown, Kentucky, where she dedicated years of service to the IRS and Kentucky Department of Revenue. She was a faithful member of the New Life Church of God in Glencoe, Kentucky. Beyond her professional accomplishments, Carol was characterized by her journey of love, marrying her husband, Ronald Eldridge, just 3 days after meeting him. Let me repeat that. Just 3 days after meeting him at the age of 22 in Arkansas. Their enduring bond of 61 years is a testament to their deep connection and shared experiences. It's part of why I'm wearing this U.S. Army t-shirt, because she loved to say she served too. And as a proud mother, she cherished every moment with her son, John Eldridge, wife, Julie, and delighted in the joys of her family, which included 6 grandchildren: Quincy, Jensen, Caitlin, Monica, Lauren, Jessica, and 3 great-grandchildren, Theodore, Juniper, and Aspen. Mom will be fondly remembered for her love of puzzles, square dancing, and creative pursuits such as knitting, crocheting, and sewing. She found joy in solving mysteries and crafting presents for those in need, including knitted hats for Isaiah House to distribute to families. A true world traveler, she embraced opportunities to explore beautiful beaches and lived life on the move, adapting to Dad's military duties with grace and enthusiasm. An avid learner, Mom was dedicated to her personal growth, mastering multiple languages and acquiring skills in coding, building websites, and computer system building. Mom's adventurous spirit and talent as an artist and painter left a lasting impact on those who were fortunate enough to know her. So right now, you don't have to take Dad's word for it. There are going to be some of those people that shared that experience with her, that want to tell a little bit of her story through their experience.
Hey there, it's Jensen, Carol's granddaughter, and I'm actually in her great-granddaughter's bedroom right now. You might hear her crying in the background, not sure. Wanted to include her in this, but she's still itty-bitty. I just wanted to say a few words about my grandma. You know, my whole life she's somebody who is always so special to me. I'm actually wearing her cardigan and her jewelry right now. Ever since she gave them to me, it's been something that I wear multiple times a week, just like to keep her with me. She was somebody who really influenced my childhood and made me, into the person who I am today. I have so many fun memories with her. She was just the silliest, most real person, and I just feel so grateful to have been her granddaughter, and I feel so eternally grateful that she was able to meet her great-granddaughter Aspen, and spend several, shared memories with her in her final days. I know that was really important to the both of us. I actually brought one of my other favorite memories with my grandma with me right now. We went camping together about 2 years ago, and it was just such a good time, and right before the day that we came up with the camping trip idea was the day that I picked her up, and we went to Color Me Mine, and we got Starbucks and Chick-fil-A, some of our favorite things. I made her try my favorite drink at Starbucks. She loved it. Pumpkin chai. We gotta love it. It's that time of year again. Gotta go get one to think of her. But this was the mug that my grandma painted for me. We painted mugs for each other. So I don't even drink out of this. It's just super special to me, and it always will be. So, everyone who has been a part of my grandma's life knows what it was to know and love her. And I just think it's really special to, have been somebody who was influenced by her. And I want to carry her influence with me for the rest of my life.
Hi, my favorite old man, grouchy old man to boot. I know that you and John miss Carol so much, and her family misses her. I don't need to tell you how great she was, but I did love her a lot. She was the sister I never had. We met in Germany, and we hit it off. We did so many things together and had so much fun. I will miss her terribly.
When I was tasked with sitting down and thinking about one thing to say about my grandma, that proved really difficult really fast. My grandma was one of the most significant relationships in my life and had a tremendous impact on who I became as an adult. But if I had to choose one thing that she gave me that means the most to me, it would be my ability to play the piano and be a musician. From the time I was in 5th grade until I was well into high school, she took me to every single piano lesson I ever went to. Even once I could drive, I opted to ride with her because it was so fun to share that with her. She wanted to be part of me becoming a musician. She cared about my progress, and we had a great time going to and from. Even if we were just being silly in the car, or talking about our day, or whatever it was, she motivated me to pursue my interest in music. And when I was in college, she would come visit me on campus, and I would take her over to the music building, and she would just want to sit in one of the practice rooms and listen to me play piano for hours. If I ran out of songs to play, she'd ask me to play them again. If I couldn't think of a song to play, she would ask me to just improvise, and she would sit there with her eyes closed and soak it all in. And that meant everything to me. And so, sitting at my piano right now, actually, I decided that I wanted to contribute something else to this video, which was a backing track of me playing piano of one of the songs that I chose that means a lot to me and reminds me of her, and it's the song For Good from the musical Wicked. And the premise of the song is about how the most important people that you meet leave a lasting impression on you, and they truly impact who you become as a person. They change you for the better, for good. And that reminds me so much of my grandma. The main line in the chorus was, "Because I knew you, I have been changed for good." And I couldn't agree more. It pains me that she's not here anymore, but I'm grateful for every second that I got with her, and I miss her so much. I love you, Grandma.
Hi, I'm Celia Herod. This is my husband, Scott. I'm Carol's first cousin. My dad and Carol's mom were siblings, Jesse and Jean. And I'm sorry we can't be in Indiana with you today, but we're thinking of you and keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. There were 5 siblings, and I have a picture of 4 of them. My Aunt Betty was not able to be at one of these reunions. This is an old picture, but she was not able to be there. And I just thought I would share that. It is of my dad, Aunt Jean, Aunt Mary Lou, and Uncle Art. So, thinking of all of you, love you.
Hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lonnie. I want to tell you my first memory of Carol Eldridge. I remember as a child, we all went to Grandma's to see the new member of the family. They brought John in. And I remember Carol holding John. He was just an infant. And just the way she was holding him, you could tell she was so happy and proud to have him. I just thought it was pretty neat because the first time I met her, I got to see the new cousin and everything. But after that, I never got to see her as much as we liked to because they always lived afar. But she was always so nice to me and everything. I must have been her favorite nephew, I guess, so don't get jealous. But I just wanted to share a little memory of her from my first experience. Like I said, she's always been so nice to me and my family, and we're all going to miss her.
Hi, my name is Carla. Eu sou originalmente do Brasil. E eu gostaria de... I know, John, I need to speak English. I'm gonna try. Carol, for me, was very sweet, caring, smart, and the most important, she was a faithful lady. I met her 21 years ago when John invited us to go to his house for Christmas. We did not have any family in Kentucky or in USA. He did not want us to be alone. First time was very concerned because we're like, we don't speak real good English. And then we're gonna be in a different house with people that did not know us. But out of the blue was very nice and sweet. They were caring and they felt like family. So ever since, we tried to spend time together on holidays. Carol was easygoing. It was easy to talk to her because I think she lived abroad and she was open to different accents, to try new food. She's gonna be missed. But I'm sure she's in heaven with our Heavenly Father. And we're gonna meet again.
Hello, y'all. I'm here in Florida. Got my coat on. It's winter time now here. But I remember we had a good time together. Carol and Ronnie coming down. Come back. They've been in the army a lot. We got to see them too much. And when this year, when she finally brought her little Johnny along, her baby, I see how happy she was, and Ronnie and her. And then when they came down to live, remember them playing horseshoes and stuff like that, come down and visit, family gathering. Most of the Christmas party, enjoy, watch, we all got together and got to enjoy with the kids, and that they were happy. Ronnie and her, you got to talk to everybody once in a while and get a chance. And then I seen went inside their place one day and got to see the plates they collected from the old Journey, all that stuff. She was a very happy woman, I'd say that. I'm glad she was in our family, since I'm her favorite nephew. Yeah, well, y'all take care now. We all love Carol. She was a good woman. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Hesser. I'm one of Carol's cousins on the Newkirk side. Some of you know me and some of you don't. Unfortunately, we're meeting at this time. Carol was a very special lady to me. For the last few years, we've grown a lot closer to each other and have stayed in contact with one another. She helped me tremendously when my parents passed away. That was a few years ago. She came out to California and stayed with me for a couple months while we took care of business and started renovating the house. I'll never forget some of the things in my young teenage years where Carol and Ronnie would both take us on trips in Southern California to go see various historic sites. Something I'll never forget and it'll always be in my mind. Carol was a very special lady. Sometimes a little stubborn, but when the two of us got together, we would laugh so hard we'd start crying. So I'm really going to miss you, Carol. I know she's in a much better place. God bless you, Carol.
Some of my greatest memories of Carol and Ron definitely have to be playing Yahtzee at our house, Sunday afternoons, or at their house. There was one particular game where Carol and I both had 3 Yahtzees in the same game. It was pretty amazing. And the funniest thing is that neither one of us cared who won, just as long as we beat John. Another awesome memory I have of both of them is all the times we spent at the casino. That was one of Carol's funnest things to do. And Ron always was so lucky. He would always win, just playing the machines, having a great time. He is one lucky guy. I have so many great memories. Thank you guys. Miss you, Carol. Love you, Ron.
Hi, my name's TJ Francis. This is my wife, Jamie, and we just want to share our appreciation for Carol and also Ron. We appreciate both of them, what they've meant in our lives, but especially Carol at this time as we're remembering her life and celebrating it together. But I just want to acknowledge, I always called them Uncle Ron and Aunt Carol. They've always had a special place in my heart. My wife's got something she wants to say, and then I got a quick story.
Ron, we are praying for your family, you and John. Carol, you will be missed, but I know we will see you again. You were such a blessing to us, to our family, such an encouragement. You loved your family so well, and you will always be remembered for the sweet spirit and the smile that you always had.
So I pastored my very first church in Williamstown, Kentucky, and the reason I knew about the church was that Aunt Carol and Uncle Ron had told John that they were looking for a pastor. And I was serving as associate pastor, so John put me in contact with them. And I remember I was there just a few weeks, and Uncle Ron, as he's affectionately known, told me a story about his former pastor who had been taking sermons from favorite preachers off the radio, and that Ron had caught on to what was going on. Basically, the pastor, who will go unnamed, was just re-preaching, if you will, plagiarizing sermons off the radio. And I remember Ron telling me that story. I was wondering why he was telling me that. I was a new pastor, young pastor. But I can tell you this, 23 years later, I still remember that story. And I remember the importance of being authentic, real, and not plagiarizing, but just simply preaching God's word to his people. And so I want to say a special thanks to Uncle Ron for that influence. It's still bearing fruit in my life to this day, 23 years later. And certainly we know that Aunt Carol is in a better place. She's with our Lord Jesus Christ. We rejoice in that, and we are just so thankful. I want to let everybody know that we love you guys and that Jesus Christ is King.
Well, everyone, you can see that Mom had a profound impact on people, just being who she was. And Mom was not afraid to challenge me with things. Sometimes she just watched Jeopardy to try to beat me at every question. And so towards the end, as Mom was talking about things she wanted, one of the things that Mom most desired was to be a peacemaker. And Mom was challenging me with things of tornadic proportion. And I wasn't quite sure what to do. But then as I prayed about it, things began to come to order. Because Mom and Dad are great big fans of Native American tradition. Go to their house, you'll see dream catchers, you'll see turquoise, whatever, from all kinds of Indian tribes. And so at your table, all of you have one of these, and there should be a Sharpie nearby. And when you're looking at this, you may say, this is a cross, I don't know what this is. Well, what this is this is a double-sided hatchet. And this hatchet, being double-sided, was meant to chop both ways and create harm. So when Native Americans wanted to make peace, they had to do something with their hatchet. And so you have that Sharpie, and I'm about to ask you to do something uncomfortable, just like my mom did. You may feel like this is even of tornadic proportion. And that's going to be, I want you to take that Sharpie and I want you to think about someone that hurt you, or something that hurt you, or a word, or maybe your own self that you feel so bad about, something from the past. And I want you to write that on this hatchet. And then we're going to go make peace with it. Because the thing that you had to do when you were done going to war is you had to agree to go bury the hatchet. And what we have waiting outside this building for you right now is a place for you to bury this hatchet and honor my mom's memory and honor God, because this hatchet also looks like a cross where Jesus came along and he buried the hatchet between us and God through his death. And so through my mother's death, I would love it if you would take the courage to just go bury the hatchet and make peace with that thing and trust that God will make sure it's as far as the east is from the west. Because what my mom wanted most, and I found this in Israel, was for y'all to have shalom. So let's go bury this hatchet together. Shalom, y'all.